Hi everybody, and welcome to Jewell Family Farm. So today I'm going to make some bread pudding. I hope you join us.
Alright, so my audio went out on my phone that I record on, so I'm going to record this separately from the video. So the recipe calls for 6 pieces of loaf bread. So I figured each one of these rolls is equal to 2 pieces of loaf bread. So all in all, I used 3 rolls, and I figured that worked out about the equal amount. At first I just put 2 in, and then later on I am going to add another one, so it equaled 3 altogether. But I just buttered my dish here, my baking dish. And you can use any kind of bread that you want as long as it's like a day old. It just works better when it's a little older than fresh bread. And you can use French bread or baguettes, or like where I'm using Italian bread, loaf bread. You can use whatever kind of bread that you would like to use. So I'm just going to cut it up into little pieces. You can tear it or cut it, whichever way you want to do it. Okay, so to this I'm going to add a half of a cup of raisins. You can use dark raisins or golden raisins. You can also use dried cranberries or sliced apples. I would slice the apples really thin though if you're going to use apples. And then I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of melted butter on there and just kind of mix it up a little bit. So now I'm going to mix in 3/4 cups of sugar, 2 cups of milk, and I'm going to whisk that up. This will be the custard that goes on the bread. Then I'm going to crack 4 eggs. Uh-oh, I got a shell in there. So that's why I like to crack my eggs in a little bowl in case that happens, or if there's something on the egg I don't like. So here I was just showing you the different color eggs that I have. These are eggs that are laid here on the farm. And just whisk all that together. You can use a mixer if you want to, but I didn't feel like pulling all that out. I had plenty of time, so I decided to do it by hand. So to that you want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. then I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I like nutmeg a lot, so I'm going to add about a half of a teaspoon of nutmeg. So here I've decided that that wasn't enough bread, so this is my third piece that I'm going to cut up and put in there. I'm all the time tweaking my recipes. I've been cooking a long time, so you know, sometimes things work out better for me if I tweak them a little bit. There, that's better. That looks like the right amount for the custard that I have. It was a lot of custard, and I don't really like, I like the bread to soak up most of the custard, so it's not, you know, it's a more firm pudding type thing. And just pour your custard over your bread. And try to get as much custard on each one as you can. Just mash your bread down into your custard, trying to soak up as much of the custard into the bread as possible. You don't want to mash the bread down. You want to get most of the pieces coated in the custard, but then kind of fluff it up a little bit so it's kind of sticking up, and it'll make a prettier pudding when it's finished. Okay, so it's been in the oven and it's been cooking for, didn't take quite 45 minutes. It took about 35 minutes to cook, but let me show you what it looks like. It smells delicious. Let's spoon some of this up. Smells really good. Let me get a fork. All right. This is what it looks like. You can see all the cinnamon and the nutmeg in it. And there's raisins in there. It's kind of hot still. Some ice cream on this would be delicious. You can taste the nutmeg. Well, I did put a lot in there. You don't have to put as much, but if you like nutmeg, this is delicious. It's really good. A big old dollop of ice cream on there would be delicious too. It would be great. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe on bread pudding. It's a quick little dessert, very inexpensive as usual, and I hope you try it. And I think the kids will love it. All right, take care and count your blessings, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.